NDTV tax case has been one of the most talked about tax case across the country. So this video seeks to find out the legal interpretations on reopening of assessments. Welcome to the video. Here is the facts of the case. Income tax officer reopened the assessment of NDTV. The assessment was reopened under section 147 stating income as escaped assessment. This was for assessment year 2008-09. The UK subsidiary of NDTV had issued coupon bonds for USD 100 million. The TPO made an addition of 4% amounting to 18.75 crores as an implied guarantee income to NDTV India. Here are the bond issue details. The bond issue was managed by a well-known American bank. Subscribers to the bond too were well-known companies and entities. In 2008, the financial crisis hit the world. Hence, the bondholders wanted premature redemption of bonds at an agreed discounted price of $72 million. Hence, $100 million minus $72 million equals $28 million was included as income in UK subsidiary in its assessment. In summary, money was borrowed by the UK subsidiary which was repaid at a lower value. So essentially, these were the facts of the bonds, and the discount of $28 million was already subjected to tax in United Kingdom in the hands of subsidiary company. So essentially, the question to be asked is, in this loan transaction, the holding company is India and UK company is the subsidiary company. Income is earned in UK company for the discount that it enjoyed at the time of clearing the bonds. So can it be a reason to tax that in India? Loan borrowed by a subsidiary company has yielded income in its country of residence, which is UK. Holding companies in India, the question is, how can the income of a subsidiary which is independent in existence in UK be taxed in the country of holding company in India? This was the primary question to be asked. What the court should have done. First, before going into whether facts are disclosed or not, first the courts had to see, can income arising in a foreign jurisdiction to a subsidiary be taxed in India in the hands of the holding company? Can a genuine loan in 2008-09 become a sham transaction after 6 years? Does loan guarantor becomes owner of the loan himself? How can it be a sham transaction when loan was borrowed in UK and repaid in UK, which resulted as income to subsidiary and on which tax was paid in UK? Before going into such adventure, a basic question has to be asked, can an assessment be reopened on an amount which is not income at all in India? Now the verdict by the Supreme Court. The Honorable Supreme Court of India set aside the notice issued for reopening the assessment on the ground that there was no failure to disclose all material facts fully and truly. The ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court is correct. It would have been helpful if the below points were considered too. Assessing officer can reopen assessment only if there is any income chargeable to tax that has escaped assessment. Then, a time limit of 4 years from the end of the assessment year applies for reopening the assessment. The Delhi High Court and the Supreme Court respectfully missed to consider this point in the judgment. Then, 6 years time period to reopen the assessment applies when the escapement of income happens due to non-disclosure of material facts as mentioned in the second proviso to section 147. Supreme Court has given the ruling based on this point. I think even the first point of 4 years also could have been considered in this case to specifically tell when there is no income chargeable to tax in India which has escaped assessment, there was no necessity to issue notice under section 147 at all. So thanks to the Supreme Court genuineness in facts, there's a lot of clarity in the order. This is a demonstration of how independent our Honorable Supreme Court is. The law takes its own course during administration. The ultimate say is by the Supreme Court. A lot of clarity has been brought in by the Supreme Court in section 147. This is a landmark judgment and goes a long way in protecting assessees from extraterritorial jurisdictional orders by the IT department. So thank you for your patient hearing. In order to get more such videos, kindly subscribe this channel and click on bell button to receive new videos in real time. Please like the video in order to encourage to make more such videos.